We're Designing Spaces, the show that's all about you and your space, your home and surroundings. I'm Debbie Marie. Today, it's all about home, covering topics from how to buy a house to things you can do to manage it. We visit one house with a new comprehensive security and home management system from one of the big names in the business. And speaking about household management, how about your finances? Sometimes they seem to just get away from you. We'll show you some tools to help you get a handle on household finances. So stick around and see it all right here on Designing Spaces. Securing a loan in today's tight financial world is commonly viewed as something difficult, if not close to impossible. Well, things have changed, but obtaining a mortgage is not as impossible as you may think. We teamed up with two couples with mortgage experts loaded with pointers on how to best prepare to make a home purchase and secure a mortgage.
When our parents bought their first home, the world was a different place. Qualifications were set to different criteria, and real estate values were fairly stable. But since the housing bubble burst in 2008, the picture has changed. Many potential homeowners see securing a loan in today's tight financial world as something difficult, if not close to impossible, without having a bundle of cash in hand.
Well, we actually met at a dog park. My dog Daly actually ran over to him and love at first sight.
Aaron and Dan have recently tied the knot and feel they're ready to make the big step towards building a life together.
We're living in an apartment right now, a couple blocks away from here, and we saw this house up for sale. Walked on over and started talking about it, and we thought it was time to buy a house.
Designing Spaces brought in Jacqueline Driscoll from Equity Loans to talk to Aaron and Dan about how they can best prepare themselves to make a home purchase and secure a mortgage.
For a first-time home buyer, I think you want to look at your situation and decide if you're ready to purchase. And oftentimes it makes sense. You're in a rental, and purchasing a home will oftentimes, or many times, we see your payment go down.
The meeting was held at a home typical of what Aaron and Dan would like to buy, and the topic of buying what is realistic for the budget was foremost on their minds.
What do you think? Could this one work?
I think it could.
Yeah, we love it. Just what would you say we should be looking for financially when buying a new house?
Well, you want to make sure that the purchase price falls within a range that's comfortable for your budget.
And how do we know what's right for our budget?
Well, you want to make sure that your monthly payment is not more than, say, 28% of what your monthly income is. And we're going to look at your other debts as well, and you want to make sure that 45% is kind of the max for what your debts are.
How much money will we need to put down towards our down payment?
Ideally 3%, though there are some products if you're a veteran or if the home is in a rural area that will do 100% financing. But for a home like this, 3%. Keep in mind though, the more money you put down, the lower your monthly payment will be.
We've been looking at buying a house for a while, and we're finally ready to get serious. What would you say about finding a mortgage lender to work with us?
You really want to work with someone, obviously, that you're comfortable with, and someone who's reputable. And that's what we do at Equity Loans. We're going to work with you throughout the process and arm you with the tools that you need to get a new home.
Say we qualify for the loan. What do we do next?
Right, could you take us up to the steps for the closing?
What you're going to do if this is the house for you is the first step is going to be make an offer. And if that offer is accepted, then that's where the process starts with us. We're going to take an application, and your job is to get all the information back to us in a timely fashion. And from there, we'll process your application. It will go through underwriting, and ultimately, hopefully, an approval will be issued. And then it will go to a closing agent.
It's time to stop paying that landlord.
You're right. You'd be surprised. Actually, 50% of renters find that their monthly payment goes down when they own a home.
Wow.
Wow.
While some may be first buyers, others who are already in a home may be looking to refinance for a number of reasons, from simply looking for a way to save on interest or get out of an underwater mortgage situation. There are a number of options.
We just decided this area is very beautiful, it's very quiet, and about 8 years ago we were like, we need a place in this area. And this house is gorgeous, but I think we're paying too much for what the house is worth today.
This is Cynthia and Mark. They've been living in this house for about 5 years and feel like they're in a good position to look into refinance options.
We would like to refinance, but how do we go about it?
Homeowners who have been on time with their mortgage payment for at least 12 months, are currently employed, and have a credit score of at least 620 are in a good position to refinance, even if they're underwater. Designing Spaces hooked up Eddie Perez, president of Equity Loans, and more than 10 years experience in the mortgage industry, with Mark and Cynthia. A friendly meeting was arranged at their home, where Eddie could answer questions and provide tips and advice on refinancing.
When should we consider refinancing?
It all depends on what your goals and your objectives are for you and your family. If you're looking to lower your monthly payment, or if you have more ambitions when you want the house paid off when your children are going to school and all that. It all depends on what you're looking to accomplish.
Okay, perfect. I think we're in one of those situations where we would like to refinance, and it's called, I think, underwater.
Yeah, there's a lot of consumers today that are underwater. The great news is there was a program designed a couple years ago, and it's now starting to become more mainstream, called HARP. It's the Home Affordable Refinance Program. It allows consumers like yourself who've paid their mortgage on time, have a credit score above a 620, and have a loan either serviced by Fannie and Freddie, which you do, to allow you to take advantage of today's lower rates.
And we can do all of that at Equity Loans?
Yeah, the good thing is Equity Loans is licensed in 32 states. We have offices in 17 different states, and we have over 200 employees. We're also approved with Fannie Mae, so we're able to refinance your loan under that HARP program because we sell directly to them. So instead of you being concerned that you're dealing with quote-unquote middleman or another company, you can come directly to us, as well as other people you know and consumers, to be able to help you accomplish your goals.
I think it's time to make a change.
Yes.
Visit equityloans.com to learn more. To see this portion of the show again, visit designingspaces.tv. Simply click on the appropriate video. Also, you will find a link to the Equity Loans website. Are you a friend? Join in the conversation on Facebook at facebook.com/dspacestv.
Thanks for joining us today, but we're out of time. This is Designing Spaces, and I'm Debbie Marie. We'll see you next time. You can visit these websites to learn more about the participants on this edition of Designing Spaces.